Alright, so I'm going to try to go through this as quickly and as concise as possible. I'm not going to go through a whole ordeal of editing this video like I usually do with all the upcoming anime videos, because I gotta leave for AX in like less than 2 days here. I'm stressed out as hell. I haven't even packed yet as I'm recording this. So, oh my god. So first up we have here is Dammachi Season 2. I watched Season 1. I liked it a lot. I have yet to watch the spin-off. I will probably watch that before I watch Season 2. So this will be on hold, but I do plan to watch Dammachi Season 2. Pretty cool. Next up is Dr. Stone. Now, I've heard good things about this series. I haven't read the manga, so I don't know too much. But Dr. Stone, quick synopsis. One day, Oki Taiju builds his courage to confess to Yuzuriha, the girl he loves, when the sky is filled with a strange light and everyone touched by that light is turned into stone. After 1,000 years trapped in the stone, he breaks out of his shell and starts to explore the world until he finds his old friend Senku, who was freed from his stone state half a year ago. Taiju and Senku decide to team up and bring back the now lost human civilization, starting by investigating the true nature of the light that turned them all into stone thousands of years ago, and how to fix the situation. So yeah, basically, civilization gets turned into stone. 1,000 years later, everything gets reverted back to prehistoric times, I'm pretty sure, and they're going to try to build up humanity to where it was before. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm curious to see where this goes. Dr. Stone, don't let me down. Next up we have is Ari Furuyata. Sorry if I butcher any of the names and pronunciations I say in this video. I'm actually reading the manga for this, but this is originally based off a light novel. Another lolly vampire show to join the, squad of vampire lollies in anime. So basically this is an Isekai show and an entire class is transported to another world. Alright, so quick synopsis. Among the class that was transported to another world, Nagumo Hajime is an ordinary male student who doesn't have ambition nor aspiration in life, called incompetent by his classmates. The class is summoned to become heroes and save a country from destruction, and the students of the class are blessed with cheat specs and cool job classes, but that's not the case for Hajime. His job class is Synergist, and his stats are very normal. Meteorcore, pretty much. Synergist, to put it in another word, is just the artisan class. Being the weakest, he then falls to the depth of the abyss when he and his classmates are exploring a dungeon. What did he find in the depth of the abyss, and can he survive? Well, obviously he will, but otherwise this story would be, pretty short. The main character was your average protagonist, nice, kind, caring. And then he gets dropped into the abyss and, goes through some shit, and his personality kind of changes. Vinland Saga. Now, I've heard many good things about this series. I have not read the manga, but I'm giving the anime a try. I don't really care too much for the Viking aesthetic that the show has, but whatever. Quick synopsis. Thorfinn is the son to one of the Vikings' greatest warriors, but when his father is killed in battle by the mercenary leader Escalade? What kind of name is this? He swears to have his revenge. Thorfinn joins Askeladd's band in order to challenge him to a duel and ends up getting caught in the middle of a war for the crown of England. Pretty cool. Alright, Vinland Saga. Well, let's see, man. It's episode 24 episodes, so we'll see how it goes. Firefighters, the anime. Okay, that's not really the name. I think the English name is Fire Force. This is created by Atsushi Okubo. I hope I said that right. The same creator as Soul Eater. So if you like Soul Eater, you might end up liking this show. I'm not too sure. I haven't read the manga for this. I probably will, maybe. In the year of 198 of the Solar Era in Tokyo, special fire brigades are fighting against a phenomenon called the spontaneous human combustion. Dang. Where human beings are turned into living infernos called infernals. Okay. While the infernals are the first generation cases of spontaneous human combustion, later generations possess the ability to manipulate the flames while retaining human form. Shinra Kusakabe, probably screwed that up, a youth who gained the nickname Devil's Footprints for his ability to ignite his feet at will, joins the Special Fire Force Company 8, which composes of other flame users as they work together to extinguish any infernos they encounter. As a faction that is creating infernos appears, Shinra begins to uncover the truth behind a mysterious fire that caused the death of his family 12 years ago. This is probably my third most hyped show of next season, I think. Next up, we got everyone's favorite index character, Accelerator. He's getting his own spin-off anime. This has been known for a while now, and it's finally coming. Hopefully, it's not as rushed as Index 3. I liked Index 3 personally, but maybe that's just because I've read the novels myself. I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna love this because everyone freaking loves Accelerator. So, now next up is the one I'm looking forward to the most. Takagi-san Season 2. Oh my god. Season 1 was one of my most favorite shows of last year, along with Yudu Camp. Oh my god, I just love this show. It's fantastic. The character dynamic between these two, it's just, I just love it, you know. My god, it's perfect. Next up, we got, I'm sorry, I'm not reading your whole name right there, Waver. But this is the Waver anime, so if you watched Fate Zero, you probably want to watch this show, because, you know, your best boy Waver's in there, even though he looks a lot more badass now. So yeah, Waver, get going. This is my second most look forward to show. Isekai Cheat Magician. As the name implies, it's another isekai anime. Now, I actually read the manga for this, but there is a light novel original. The story centers on Taichi Nishimura and his friend Rin, who both get transported into a fantasy world and are both granted high levels of physical and magical abilities. Two childhood friends get transported to a fantasy realm and bam, shit happens. They get powered up. That's how it is. I actually just really like this. I like the manga, you know. It was an enjoyable read for me. And Rin's cute. I dig the ponytail. Dumbbell nan kilo moteru, or as I like to call it, a gal goes to work out. Hibiki enjoys the finer things in life, and when it comes to food, she's downright indulgent. When it becomes clear that she's getting chubby, she decides to better herself by joining a gym. In her attempt to find a casual gym, she meets Akemi, a comrade in arms. Little does Hibiki know, though, Akemi has an ulterior motive. What will this wonderful world of fitness have in store for Hibiki? I'm watching the show for obvious reasons, yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one too. Alright, I'm too lazy to read out this whole long-ass line title. But it's basically, you know, bring your mom to an isekai. Do you love your mom and her 2-hit multi-target attacks? Quick synopsis. What would you do if you got transported into a video game with your mom? That's the dilemma facing high schooler Masato Otsuki, who has been unwittingly thrown into an RPG world along with his doting mother close behind as a part of a secret government scheme. As an avid gamer, Masato is eager to show off his skills, but that's hard to do when your mom is an insanely overpowered, dual-wielding, multi-target specialist. Now, I actually got this series confused with another series I'm reading, which is Please Mom, Don't Come Adventuring With Me, which is not really an isekai since it already takes place in a fantasy setting, but the doting mom happens to be an OP dragon, and she's, you know, really overprotective of her child who wants to become an adventurer. Read that manga, and don't tell me these two are probably similar. Alright, next up is, I'm not going to pronounce this whole last title, but we're calling it hentai. Alright? So it's harem, romantic, comedy, ecchi, obviously. I mean, why else would I watch this show? I know, I'm a sucker for this kind of garbage, that's why I still eat McDonald's. After cleaning the calligraphy club room one afternoon, Kiryu Keiki found a love lover addressed to him on the club's desk. Eager at the possibility of finally getting a girlfriend, he opens up the envelope only to find the words, "I like you," along with a pair of the sender's panties. With only these panties as evidence, Keiki narrows down the identity to 4 girls who helped him clean the club room that day. Tokihara Sayuki, the lazy third-year president of the calligraphy club, Koga Yuika, a library committee member of foreign descent, Nanjo Mao, Keiki's slightly tsundere fellow classmate, and most awkwardly, Kiryu Mizuha, Keiki's clean freak of a younger sister. Younger sister, eh? It's not like I haven't heard of that before. Among at least 3 of these girls, Keiki believes is the one who left him the letter and their panties. So with determination in his heart, he sets out to uncover which of these seemingly unorthodox ladies will become his girlfriend. I don't know why I said it that way. Anyways, yeah, well, we'll check this out. Okay, next up is Maou-sama Retry. This is also another isekai anime. There's a lot of isekai anime this season. The story centers on Akira Ono, a regular guy who works at a company that manages an online game. He often plays the game as the character, Mao, but one day when he logs in, he is whisked into the game's fantasy world as his character. But of course, as many people do. There he meets a one-legged girl and begins his adventures alongside of her. But as he is a powerful Dark Lord, various nations and holy maidens journey to defeat him, and he stirs up trouble everywhere he goes. Next up is Kanata no Astra. The year is 2061, when space travel is now possible and commercially viable, and the students of a high school embark on their planet camp. But soon after Group B5 arrived at their planetary campsite, a mysterious and unforeseen sentient light sphere warps its 9 members into outer space, stranding them 5,012 light years away from their home planet. With the discovery of an old, unmanned spaceship nearby, the students must stay strong and manage their limited resources and remain united in the darkness of space so that all of them can survive their long and likely perilous trek aboard the Astra back home. So yeah, Getting Lost in Space, the anime. I haven't watched a lot of anime that dealt with space that wasn't mecha, so we'll see how this goes. Ara buru kisetsu no otome domo yo. The girls in a high school literature club do a little icebreaker to get to know each other, answering the question, what's the one thing you want to do before you die? And one of the girls blurts out, sex. Little do they know, the whirlwind unleashed by that word pushes each of these girls, with different backgrounds and personalities, onto their own clumsy, funny, painful, and emotional paths toward adulthood. Sex. Funny how that can do something to you, you know? Not that I would know. Joshi Kosei. High school girls. Let's do this. One day, out of boredom, Tanaka decided to give her classmates nicknames based on their quirks. Her friend Sakuchi, it became Ota for her nerdy interests, and her other friend Sakinomiya became Robo because of her expressionless personality. In retaliation, her friends decided to name Tanaka Baka. These are the ridiculous days of 3 high school friends claiming or not the height of their youth. So there you go. Looks to be a simple slice of life comedy, so we'll see how that goes. And anyways, that is everything I'm going to talk about now. There's a bunch of other shows that I haven't mentioned that I might check out. I'll leave the full AniChart list down below so you can check out the full list of shows. You know, there's a couple of TV shorts like Tenjina Senpai that I'm probably going to watch for, obvious reasons. But yeah, there you go, guys. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to put together this video really quick and go pack for AX. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. I'm probably going to get lost at like an airport or something during one of my layovers. Anyways, peace out, guys. Forgot to mention King's Avatar Season 2. I will be watching this. Yes. Finally, yes!